Hello and welcome back to the Rambling Hour. Looks like Tox liked this game so much that we're playing more of it.
Yay! Or alternatively, I didn't like it enough to finish it in one evening. Ha ha ha.
That's also a way.
There's two ways of viewing this.
So, story recap. What do you remember?
Some knight died on the way here and had a message for the prior here who got that message via this guy, and then that prior jumped into the lake, presumably. While I still maintain that an option of what happened is drunk himself into a stupor, walked to the bridge and fell.
Yeah, basically.
Something documents, apparently.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the monastery. I think I need to be in that guy's house. Well, room. The entire monastery is their house, right? Wrong place to click.
Yeah.
It's a me! Also, I have a few corrections to make compared to last episode. I said my mom might have the Pillars of the Earth in Dutch. I probably mistook it for another book series that my sister actually did gift me. So like the whole story about like Dutch reading and my sister gifting me books in Dutch still. Correct, but it wasn't Pillars of the Earth. But what I do remember, since last episode, I saw the mini-series! Hey! I don't remember anything from it, except a crying statue, because some rock automatically let go of water.
Yeah, okay, sure.
That's all I remember.
I have no clue what you're talking about. I have not encountered a crying statue yet.
It has something to do with Tom Builder. Okay, so... Wait, am I in the right spot? The guys... I don't know where his room is gonna be.
You haven't been there yet, but you have to go to the graveyard.
Is it by the graveyard?
Yeah.
And we're doing immersion drinking today. We got a lovely beer. Oh wait, this is English. They didn't have that habit probably.
The keys will not...
No, just go in there.
I can just go in there.
Yeah.
I don't need the keys. I thought it was locked off.
No, he will tell you when you need the keys. There you go.
Is he here to read everything? Hello?
He's sub-prior, so he's first in line to become the next prior.
I'm sorry I interrupted your service.
Now that's,
You mean Prior James's service?
Interrupting him again.
Quite so. I heard he fell through the ice.
I don't think this is gonna go well.
Yes. I was the one who found his rosary by the river.
That's convenient.
Now let me continue my work.
We're not doing this yet, huh?
you're allowed to, but...
I think that's gonna be very bad for Brother Marcus. Like, he's a shithead, but I'm not sure if he deserves whatever this guy has in mind.
Your choice.
Let's do some talking before we do anything else.
Would Prior James walk out onto the river at night?
He was chased.
By who?
Chased? By
There
who?
you go. By whom?
The accuser.
But why would the devil be chasing him?
Better to not get involved in all this.
Oh, we're involved already.
Fiery cell to run.
Fine, we'll ask about the documents.
I would like to take a look at Prior James's documents.
And why is that, Brother Philip?
Well, our little cell has given much to the mother house. I would like to ensure that all is accounted for.
That's a nice
Do not
excuse.
trust us, Philip. Is that it?
The state
No.
of this priory.
The state of this priory is the concern of the prior of Salisbury.
See, this is why I'm not gonna report that guy to this asshole.
Prior's documents.
They will be burned tonight.
I heard about that.
It was Prior James's last wish. I'm following his request.
I have so many questions about that because I don't trust this
But
guy.
yeah, there you go. New prior will be lost without ledgers and contracts. It's like, no, it's a bad idea.
It is a bad idea.
for now, you are not. Only the chapter meeting can decide on these matters.
Of course. Brother Andrew will surely understand why you would go against James's last request.
Yeah, his last request is absolutely insane. Laugh softly with disdain.
Yes.
Love it!
If you really want to be of help, look for Brother Cuthbert's keys. He's getting old. Misplacing them all
About
the time.
that.
Hey, what about the devil, by the way?
You really believe that devil
Pardon me.
killed the prior?
That's
The
the
beer
beer.
already working on you.
I'm gassy on all ends, it's awful.
You never know what happens, and that's that.
Of course that's that. According to you.
To my work.
Toodles. So we need to organize a chapter meeting.
Yep.
Well, I guess we'll be going to the chapter house then.
Yep.
Oh, that's a cool detail, by the way. I don't know if you spotted it. At the window, there's like a spot where you could put papers.
Yeah, there's a...
That makes a lot of sense, because lights is very hard to come by in this era. At least in buildings.
Have you actually talked to the...
I've talked to him once.
Oh, okay, yeah. Arnaldus, yeah, you can only...
I can only observe him. Yeah, and then we have these idiot novices. Little shitheads. Okay, off to the chapter house. I haven't found any seats for what's-his-face.
Ah, you're right. You can still do that now. I think
Let's
they
go do that now.
are... You have to go all the way outside to the... to where Brother Paul is sitting.
Oh, yeah. I get it. Wait, can I use a map?
No, you can't... Well, you can use map, but not for fast travel, I think.
There's a certain shitty Ukrainian game that's better at this.
A certain shitty Ukrainian game.
Those Sherlock games that I've been playing.
I think you need to take the path... Yeah, that
Yeah.
one. And here there should be...
Beech nuts? Just beech nuts? Maybe there's some other options.
As far as I know, only these.
Well, it's a nice start for Mr. What's-His-Face garden.
Yeah.
Into Kingsbridge! To the gate. Where was he again?
He was in the kitchen,
Was he in the kitchen?
which is in the front.
There is the kitchen.
It's getting cold.
It's getting cold.
These novices learn to close the door.
It's technically my fault, but... Hey, Milius. It was Milius,
I
right?
found some beech nuts.
Yeah.
Ah, we will grow a beech tree then. Wonderful.
Like, the great thing
Time to start in the garden.
about like the concept of like building your cathedral or growing a garden, especially if trees are involved in the case of the garden, is you are looking more to give on beyond your life.
Yeah.
Even if we do not necessarily feel all that religious anymore, like the stuff that was built for it is still here and it's still an icon often, most of the time.
Yeah, and I mean, some churches get reused after they have been
Brother Cuthbert.
de-sanctified
Philip,
because they fell out of use.
I think there's like a hotel in someplace. And there might be like a restaurant somewhere else.
Hell, one of the options we had for a de-sanctified cloister
I'm looking for a
here in Kent was one
Cloister or church?
cloister.
probably.
Okay.
But like there was a
Convent
there
is
wa-
another word, right?
yeah, there was a de-sanctified cloister that's a hotel now here.
I will leave you to your work.
We took that as an option for our wedding. Remember?
Right. That one. Yeah, even had like a company Christmas there.
It had one of the weirdest fucking artworks in the entry hall, though.
What was it?
It was like a composite
Why do
portrait.
you remember this and not me?
It was a composite portrait, and I think like where they make like a picture out of like thousands of tiny images, right? Mm-hmm. And I think the big picture was a crucifix with Jesus Christ on it, but all the little pictures were women's vaginas. which was very interesting.
Yeah, that is a choice for an old convent or cloister or whatever. I wonder if there's a meaning difference between the two, or if it's like a loanword thing. Anyways, the prior's books must not be burned. So
You can't allow Prior James's books to be burned.
you don't say.
That, Philip, was Prior James's wish.
Was it?
This priory is in debt. And without the ledgers and documents, that will never change. Besides, the wisdom in his books is priceless.
It is not up to you to make decisions in this priory, Brother Philip.
Quote scripture, whatever.
Do not
The Bible is my defense.
over those in your charge, but be an example to the flock.
1 Peter chapter 5.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Bible is your defense is the best move generally to go.
So argue your case in front of the brothers in a chapter meeting.
There you go.
Today.
Thank you, brother.
Why do I feel like I can fuck this up?
All the monks
Yeah, you can just talk to him again to start that
Would it
chapter
help if I
meeting.
went and told some of them?
Feel free to do that. But I insist that the choir finishes practicing before we start. They're already behind schedule.
So basically come back in and tell him to start, I guess.
Yeah, I think.
Or do I need to tell everyone?
Actually, you can still go to other people and like use that ID with them to.
Talk about them. I guess the novices don't count, or do they count?
I don't think they do.
There will be a chapter meeting in a few minutes.
Oh yes, we will be there.
Okay.
Thank you for letting us know.
So talk to the choir as well, I guess. Hurry it up! Hurry it up! Practice! Practice! Double time!
Fast, 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 fast.
Double time! Oh, they invent hard bass Gregorian chant. Someone must do that.
Someone has probably done it already.
Yeah.
Sacrist agreed to a meeting today. That way I might be able to get the letter you were looking for.
Good thinking, Philip. I will attend, of course.
Ooh, ah, Cantor.
Brother Andrew has arranged a meeting.
Yes, please go ahead. We will be there in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Off to the graveyard, I guess.
Yep.
Hey, don't you need to be part of this? Tell the
Brother
wannabe
Arnold,
prior
There's a
lost.
chapter meeting.
I'll be there. Wouldn't miss that.
Shouldn't I tell that guy at the bridge?
A waste of time.
A waste of time.
I love that.
There you go.
But I probably need to tell the guy at the bridge. He's probably...
Brother Paul, yeah.
Well, need to tell. I don't know if the game
There
cares.
will be a chapter meeting today.
Actually,
You can
I remember that Paul was at least with my meeting and he vouches for you.
We will be there.
Because you brought him a hot
Have our
stone.
support.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh! I love him.
Yes, Brother Paul is very wholesome.
I love him in that brotherly love way.
Mhm.
Not in the...
Can't wait to see your Remedius quarrel.
Don't worry.
There you go, you also have those two on your side.
Wait, that means we probably have 4 people on our side already.
Who?
These two.
Yeah.
The guy who's looking for the knight's letter. And the stone guy.
Yeah, though I don't think the guy, your brother Francis, is going to have much say over this because he's not part of the priory.
Ah, but he was going to attend.
He was going to attend, but...
Okay. Then I have 3 guys on my side,
Yeah.
whatever.
And the novices are also not allowed to voice their concerns over
Well,
this.
yeah.
Chapter meeting soon.
Ah, thank you for letting me know, Philip.
There you go.
Remember my advice about
Yeah, what was his advice about Remedius?
What was it again?
He does not like it if you don't answer him. It is very... He gets really angry and it's unbecoming of a sub-prior.
Okay. Let's save the game, maybe. It's not gonna go well.
I think the game auto-saves.
Yeah.
It does the up yours, you better get... You better do... are sure what you want to do.
Well,
Oh, it does have save slots.
Yes. Not that it matters. I'm gonna nail this. Hey, Andrew.
The choir has finished singing. The cantor should find time now. Are you ready for the chapter meeting, Brother Philip?
Absolutely not.
Have any other things to take care of in King's
This is such a video gamey line, though. If you have any other business here, you should finish it now.
Oh yeah, that's for the nuts.
Yeah, of course, but it's very video gamey.
The chapter meeting is more important. I don't think I'm missing anything important.
Not that I know.
He's always just standing there with his hands like slightly raised.
I need to address first.
Oh.
Oh?
I'm still looking for the man who stole Cuthbert's key.
Oh.
Do you know who the thief is?
I'd rather give it to him than to the other guy.
Yeah, maybe.
Well.
It was Brother Marcus. I heard him confess to another novice.
Brother Marcus again.
Of course.
Religious will punish him for
Oh
his
shit.
transgression. Now,
I mean, yeah, so Prior Ramesius is currently the highest authority in the Prior.
Tattletale. You told him. I don't know, it's only right he gets at least
Achievement unlocked. That's why we said Tattletale in unison.
And this is why Prior James's wish must not be honoured. Kingsbridge Priory would be beyond saving without financial records.
I think we have all understood the reason for your concern, Brother Philip. But before we come to a decision, let us hear other voices of concern.
I would like to know why you would doubt the wisdom in Prior James's decision.
Maybe you didn't know him as well as we did, Philip.
Maybe I knew him
can
just well
say
enough.
I knew him well. We all here.
I guess question it.
So did you know him?
How wise was Prior James, really?
I feel mean saying that.
Yeah,
I will tell the
it is kind of mean.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Let Philip speak.
Oh heavens.
Hear him out, brothers. I was stubborn as well, but he made me see it.
Well, that's not an easy thing to do.
Maybe yes.
Much.
They are being
Who
sassy.
asked me to take care of St. John in the Forest?
One of the most prosperous cells in all of Shiring, if not England.
Good job.
But his last wish was not. Well, was it? What are you waiting for? Answer me.
I'm answering!
Walking
Yes.
on thin ice, wise.
Who does he think he is?
Lord,
I feel like I'm fucking this up entirely. How did it go with you? Better?
I think that I actually made the same arguments.
Hesitant to talk about the state of this priory with me. Usually, he is as careful in his words as he is in his actions.
See? Cuthbert and Milius have your back.
Yes. Philip asked us a question. Was it wise to walk out onto the ice?
No.
He was testing Prior James.
I say the devil chased him. Do you doubt that? Do you doubt that, Philip? Surely you must have an answer.
I guess God is testing all of us. Wave!
if the Lord tested James, then he is testing all of us. I trust the Lord, so did James, and so should all of you. He was misguided when he walked onto the ice that night, as he was misguided in his last wish, whatever or whoever misguided him.
Prior James will face judgment. It is between him and God.
The novices would be better advised not to speak up.
There you go. See? Novices are not supposed to talk here.
He was the only one to say I should have a fire.
There.
Did he do anything
There.
besides talk?
Now you get the best line in the game. Yes, he brought me a hot stone.
That's the best shit ever.
Love for Brother Paul.
You tell us the real reason you have come before us. You not only came to save these books, you have another motivation, do you not?
Totally
I am
down,
here
Priory.
only to help this priory.
This priory, of course. I say it is not a coincidence that he should make his voice heard now.
I came to visit today.
I came to visit and I found the prior dead and everything in disarray.
This is not about James. It is about him. He wants to be prior.
No. I came here to talk to James.
I think that is a wonderful idea.
Oh no, you're getting more than you bargained for.
Philip of Gwynedd to be the new prior of Kingsbridge.
Excuse me.
Disagree with that?
Well, yes.
Sir.
What about Remedius?
That's surprising.
Great idea. Philip.
This is reasons to poison me. This is not a good idea.
Do you
There you go. That's some Abbey politics.
Well, the answer is apparently yes. I guess it's in the story.
We would not want to impose on you, Brother Remedius.
As far as I'm aware, you're really meant to become prior.
No, you really must not.
I wouldn't be surprised if
We
it's a
will see
plot
you
point in the
later.
books.
Thank you.
It does really make me wonder, like, how much can you deviate from the book in this game?
I don't think you can deviate that much, especially
Which-
the cathedral needs to be built.
Yeah, which is why I'm like, I'm gonna play this game start to finish, and then either start reading the books first, or start replaying and trying to make opposite choices.
What about St. John's?
I will ride there tomorrow. I will let them know you will be staying in Kingsbridge for a few days.
I kind of want to see St. John's, I haven't seen it yet.
But
But it seems like a lovely place.
Have to find that
There's a lot of lovely places on the world
Yeah. No, but I mean in this game, you know?
that survived until today in this world.
Yes, I do.
Kingsbridge is fictitious, by the way.
Yeah, probably, but I mean, like, there's probably like medievalish looking towns still around.
Oh yeah.
Francis's notes.
I mean, parts of our town
rivalry for the throne.
Honey, parts of our town are like from the 1100s.
Francis's notes about the late King Henry, Empress Maud and King Stephen, Part 2, dated 1st of January 1136.
I'm actually not sure if it's King Stephen or a more
Stefan.
French pronunciation, because he's Stephen of Blois.
Stefan. It's not an A though.
Mm-hmm.
Stefan. It's gonna be then Stephen.
Let's keep it with Stephen for now.
Okay, a new King Stephen is supported by most of our Norman overlords. Right, the Normans. And even by the church. His younger brother Henry is Bishop of Winchester. Winchester? Is it Winchester?
Winchester, yeah.
Winchester, and one of the most important priests in all of England. He made Stephen wear an auto reserved power to the church, which had little influence on political affairs under King Henry. A good day for the church and for us. The trouble is that my lord, Earl Robert of Gloucester...
Gloucester?
Fucking English town names. Is one of the king's bastards. He wants to see his half-sister Maud on the throne, believing she would heavily rely on his guidance and advice during her reign. In the name of Empress Maud, he and his allies have formed a rebellion against King Stephen. Not long now, and there will be a war. Yeah, I do vaguely remember war being in the backdrop.
Now, let us look for
It definitely was more about the cathedral, but still.
Mm.
Let us look for the letter.
Remember, space to... Oh, you are immediately finding it.
Is it in the tome?
Yes.
I think I found it.
in the Bible?
In the Bible?
Revelations. The Apocalypse of
Apocalypse of
St.
St. John. Ooh, symbolic.
Call to the mountains and rocks. Fall on us and hide us from the face of him who is seated on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of their wrath has come, and who can stand?
I can stand.
The Lamb? What was James afraid of? Was it this letter?
But has he read it?
The letter is still sealed. Break the seal.
I guess I'm allowed to now.
Yeah.
Inspect. Your turn.
Okay. Letter date December 18th, 1135. Robert of Gloucester, name the day and we will be ready to shed blood in the name of Empress Maud. I and my bondsmen will ride against Stephen of Blois. We do not start a war, but we shall unleash it. Stephen himself started it, the day he betrayed King Henry's daughter and took her throne. He and those who swore loyalty to him. Bartholomew, Earl of Shiring.
Oh, this is it. You found it.
The Earl of Shiring was about to start a war.
Yes. He's made contact with my own master, Earl Robert of Gloucester.
Who is
There,
this?
you heard it,
Stephen
Gloucester.
taken the throne?
Gloucester.
A nephew of King Henry.
Like, the English really need to figure out their names.
And it's funny, it's like Winchester is like the one sister town where you actually pronounce it fully. That I know of. For the rest it's
and
always
even
Stir.
then it's not really that full.
And I've always blamed
Yeah.
the church.
The most fun one, Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Yeah, isn't that like twice as long?
Worcestershire is how it's written.
Why the bishop?
The Bishop of Kingsbridge? Why?
Our late King Henry was opposed to Rome's influence in England.
Yeah, you don't say.
But on the other hand, swore to preserve the rights
The forever problems with England.
Yeah, but this was not the one who founded the Anglican Church. It's not that one. It's not that Henry. It's like a couple centuries too early for that one.
I want a king who supports the church. I want these dark times to end. I want to stop the Earl of Shiring from starting a war.
I'm pretty sure I don't have much of a choice in how that actually goes.
My lord, the Earl of
I'm actually
Gloucester
not
never
sure.
heard what I was doing here.
Because this is like...
Not tell the truth
Well, it
about
depends
how
on how close to the story they have to stick, right?
Yeah. This really is a choice that I feel like it could go a lot of ways.
Oh, the music is nice. I probably want to turn on the soundtrack or some shit.
I quite like the soundtrack of this game. It fits it all very well. Honestly, just in general.
I don't know what to pick. Okay, you say which one is even and uneven.
I'm gonna say. So you have a number in your head.
No.
Ah, okay. You're rolling a die. I'm gonna say agree to Francis' plan is even. Refuse to go to the bishop is odd. That's a 6, that's even.
That's agree to Francis's plan.
Which is the same choice I made.
Okay, let's see where we wind up.
The bishop will help.
Tell him you found the letter.
No, I feel in general like as much as this game obviously has some rough edges.
The game.
Yeah. Like the artistry really is in its place, you know? Like,
That's always what I've thought about like Daedalic games. They're very polished adventure games, right?
well,
But you can feel the budget.
well, here's the thing. Like, there's some places where, for example, a scene will just transition, like, sound cuts out and something else plays. It's like, come on. Fade it out. Fade it out. You can do it. It's not...
Yeah, it's that kind of stuff that I mean.
It's not that much
but,
more.
like, as far as adventure games are concerned, this is practically the top shelf.
So there you go. That's the first chapter completed.
I'm a man of politics, apparently.
Yeah.
Aww.
So, what you did, you helped Francis to uncover a conspiracy against the king. You were nominated to become Prior of Kingsbridge. You agreed to meet the bishop. You reported Brother Marcus, the thief. You gave Brother Paul a hot stone and soothed his pain. Yeah. Remigius still holds you in contempt, and you found beech nuts from Milius's garden.
Of course Remigius still holds me in contempt. I made the worst argument ever.
Pretty much the same stuff that I had, yeah.
I wonder how much it can change.
Well, you can refuse the meeting with the bishop thing. Which, honestly, considering the ramifications of that one, if they actually allow you to change that, boy, is it gonna change the story.
Anyways, chapter 1, Philip. Snacking on a fruit.
Yes. And meanwhile, I'm getting boozed up. Oh. This local beer, man, I love it so much.
Golden Dragon.
Yes.
Well, actually, I think the better translation would be Gilded Dragon.
Yeah. Well, actually, no.
Who
because
the fuck is this?
it's a new character.
Hello? No, that doesn't look healthy. I don't think we're that desperate. Yeah, you don't say!
Yeah, but you can, like, click more times to get more thoughts of it.
That rotting, what a waste. Yeah, that's not really thoughts, is it?
I can't get this open. Lychees, I'm terrible at them.
Yeah. This should help, and then you, like, push the top off first.
Thank you, sweetie.
There you go.
Thank
so you roll it and you push up the top.
Yeah.
And that helps.
So what have you been getting yourself for the Steam sales?
I actually bought Pentiment just this morning.
Right.
Because you were like, I want it! And I was like, okay, fine, I'll buy it on my phone.
I have been playing this game just because I didn't have Pentiment yet.
What's that? We're hungry, right?
Yeah, you're hungry.
Maybe that didn't work.
Oh, hold on. Wait a second.
Ow!
It's what a sling does.
Yeah, I never thought slings were a good idea as a weapon, actually.
Oh, they definitely are. You just need to be able to use them properly.
Yeah, pull them out first. Don't just take your knife.
My name is Jack. For a long time, it was the only name I had known.
That is not the voice I was expecting with this.
Oh, it's... he's talking from the future.
That year the winter had been harsh.
You will hear his actual, like...
Killed my first deer that day.
At the time character voice soon.
I decided to practice my reading.
The cave!
The Lord and King of all France,
There you go.
Charles the Great,
That's his voice.
has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain.
Well, you can't blame me for being like, well, that's not the voice, doesn't match.
Yeah, it's
jarring.
It's a future voice.
I don't know if you can remember. Think harder.
The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain. Before him, not a single fort remains. I don't know if it's correct, but whatever.
Also, he's hungry. Of course, he's not gonna remember
I
shit.
was approaching fast, and Mother still hadn't returned. So
Which Charles is he talking about, do you think?
Huh?
Which Charles is he talking about, do you think?
Charles. Karel de Grote?
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne.
Yes.
Is that the same person?
Well, that's kind of the annoying bit, because we also have Emperor Charles, and which we also call the Great.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yes.
History sucks.
Generally, in Dutch, if we talk about Charlemagne, we are talking about Karel Martel.
I actually don't know how to cure meat. What does that even
Oh, actually, if you look around a bit, the game will tell you. Remember, you can use spacebar to see all the interactable bits.
I need to cure it. Meat goes bad fast.
Honey, use spacebar.
Mother needs to chop more wood.
See, there's a lot of stuff to...
One book is in French. Ah, c'est le français, je peux t'aider.
I actually don't know how much 11th century, let's assume Parisian French.
It's gonna be Norman French.
Probably it is going to be Norman French.
So it's gonna be something between English and English loan words and French.
Look, he made his own little
You're coming with
castle.
me.
What did he pick up? Ah!
Charles
the Great.
Made by Mother.
Oh, it looks like it took a lot of effort. Alan and Jack keep a variety of short and long-range weapons in their home. The two lead their lives as outlaws outside of society and the protection of the law. A bow can serve as an invaluable tool both for hunting and self-protection. Most outlaws were once accused of a crime but failed to appear for judgment. According to the law, their contracts, claims, and ownership then fell void. As outlaws have no rights, anyone can harm them or capture them and turn them in. Thus many outlaws turn to a life of hiding and thievery. Well, that doesn't sound healthy.
Well, yeah.
So, I have some logs.
Good. It's warmer. Now I need some wet wood to make it smoke properly.
Do I not have...
Wet wood.
Ah. Let's go outside, I guess.
Huh? What's that?
There's a noise in the forest. We'll figure it out later. Some twigs. Perfect for smoking meat.
Well, there you go.
Smoke it. Do I need anything else?
Mother will be proud.
I guess she will be.
Now, what's that noise?
Also, why can I still interact with the sack or?
Just eat.
I guess we're fine for food. For a while to come. Okay, follow the noise. This seems like a bad idea.
What is
crows.
the noise?
It's crows, I swear it's crows. Why would I keep kicking it? Frozen puddle. Wait, did we just... We heard a baby! I know what's happening. I recognize this spot.
Yes.
It's the baby from Builder Jack. Are we gonna be using practice now? That would be hilarious. Would be a bad idea too, because he's an outlaw, right?
Hey, look who's that.
Wait, why is the baby here, but not Builder Jack? I'm confused. They did not abandon the baby, did they? No.
Good. He hasn't seen you.
What?
Is he? A whip. That's what he is. A whip. That means he's someone bad. I told you about people like him, remember?
What's that in his hands?
That's a baby. He must have found it lying next to the road.
They just left the child behind.
Every mole must have heard its cries.
Will he take care of it?
In his way, he will. Listen, cub. I am sorry. I know there's so much you want to know about the world out there, but for now, we must stay hidden.
What's her crime anyway?
I actually don't know yet. Other than a couple of accusations of witchcraft.
Of course,
Easy
witchcraft.
now, it's just someone.
Hmm.
No need to be afraid.
I'm going to follow him. You go home and wait for me, little cub.
We'll take care of that meat, I guess. Jesus. Oh, they buried her even.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe they left that baby behind. What the fuck?
Mm.
Like, it has to be...
actually pick that up.
Disturbing a grave. Yeah, no shit. I want to go home. Yeah, I would want to go home as well. Can I just cover it up again? That's the only comment we can make.
Yeah, yeah.
Could have just covered it up again.
Mother?
No, I don't think it's Mother. Just keep going.
Not my problem.
Oh, look.
Don't move. We killed the pig thief in Salisbury. We can kill you too. Bloody hell. Where's the baby? Did you eat it?
I don't have the baby.
Right. What's this?
Give it back.
What do you want with this? You can't read.
Give.
Can you read?
He took the baby. I saw him take Mother's cloak.
Ah, of course.
He's the only one around. Who else would have taken it?
Wolves.
A monk took it.
A monk?
Yes, on a horse.
Is that true?
Hmm.
Where did he go?
He should take us there.
Leave him alone. He's just a boy.
What is your name, boy? I don't know why I left the child. I thought I couldn't take care of him.
There you go.
You fucking retard!
Yes.
I don't know if he's alright.
Yes.
Will you help us?
Your problem in this case.
He doesn't want to. Can we go now?
Just give him a moment, dear. We'll be on our way soon.
Give me my book back.
Or you'll feel my hammer.
I'm curing meat, leave me alone.
He said he's coming with us.
No, I didn't.
You're a good lad.
Ah.
I owe you.
I don't like that apprentice boy.
Alfred, yeah.
Alfred is a shithead. Alfred deserves to drown.
Alfred is a bit of a shithead, yeah.
Alfred deserves to drown. I don't care.
Can you believe that you can actually befriend him?
For now, I...
You actually can.
I refuse.
I am on somewhat friendly terms with him as Jack in my playthrough.
Confused me greatly. I had never been hated before. If I had any plans of getting away, it would be like hunting deer. I had to stay sharp until the others...
You have to click on the bottom right.
Well, he was still talking anyway.
Oh, okay.
Winchester. Well.
No, you need the ball.
The ball?
Yeah.
The monk had crossed a small stream.
Oh, but he's not a monk.
Followed its course north.
Isn't he just a knight of someone, or is he?
No. He's a monk, but he's a monk involved in politics. He's a courtly monk or something like that.
Ooh, monks in politics.
Yes.
What about the separation of powers? Oh wait, no, that's just modern concept.
You're like 800 years too soon for that.
I don't know when that started.
I'm not sure either.
Would the French Revolution be the beginning of it? Or is that too late, maybe?
I'm not sure.
But where will he have gone?
Well, choose.
I don't know. I don't have enough of a view anyway. Maybe to St. John in the Forest. Why is tracking so hard? What's the bird about?
I actually don't know what the bird is about. Oh! Huh. So you get more of a...
I guess he's moving away from Kingsbridge then.
Nah.
If we started here and he's here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the most sensible thing would be maybe to return to the road to then continue that way.
Maybe.
I don't know. Especially if he came
The
to the
stream led us to a more convenient crossing. Here, one could easily pass without getting drenched in icy water. Suddenly, the boy called out. He had spotted something on the other bank. A set of fresh hoofprints. He laughed triumphantly as our eyes locked.
Okay,
Me.
So, we crossed the river.
Me.
Cheerfully mocking my skills as a tracker.
You really don't like Alfred, huh?
No!
Yes, he's
How am
good.
I ever gonna get home again? What about my mom?
Calm down.
No, not calm down.
Things will figure themselves out.
He got us lost.
Did you?
Papa, I'm tired.
That's all right. Come on, up on my shoulders you go.
No, I'm too heavy, and you're too tired anyway. I will remain steadfast.
Will you remain steadfast? I like the girl so much more.
Martha.
Don't go.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart compared to the other idiot.
Besides,
Compared to Alfred, anyone in this game, like, no, there's one other character. No. Remigius is honestly, like, he's not likable, but he's fine. But there's one other character you will meet soon who is an absolute fucking bastard.
Yay!
And like, Alfred is like terrible compared to anyone but that guy.
You stay where I can see
Fuck
you
that guy.
And no tricks.
Give me my book back. Shithead. Cunt. If I just go for the book, it's gonna be a problem, right? Do I just leave now?
Huh? What is it? Did you hear something?
The fog is lifting.
I don't like you.
I don't like you either.
Why do you care about your book so much? Wait, where is it? You sneaky thief. I knew it.
It's my goddamn book!
You took it first.
Yeah, there you go. You took it
You don't even
first.
know what it is.
I'm not an animal. I'm a hunter.
A hunter? What do you...
I hunted my first deer today.
Deer.
So you are an outlaw. No one's allowed to hunt deer except for the king.
The king?
Yes, the king of the English. You've never even heard about him, have you? You only know how to rob and how to kill.
Yes, I can kill.
Hey, you see that? Over there in the fog. There was something there.
It's a deer's head.
What is it?
He's gonna push me into shit. Oh god.
What is it?
A deer. It broke through the ice and died.
Children!
Yeah, he definitely was gonna hit me over the head.
Mm-hmm.
Martha, wake up, dear.
Who's she?
We met in the forest. I'm Jack's mother. Come here, Jack.
I got my book back.
We did.
The baby is safe. The monk brought it to a small cell not far from here.
But we won't go there now. Ellen offered us shelter for tonight.
I have. Follow me.
My mom is a lot nicer than that asshole.
Yeah.
So why don't you leave a baby
I've
behind?
known you lived this close. My Agnes might have been safe.
Don't fool yourself. When a woman is bleeding inside, it either stops or it doesn't.
Good point, at least in that time.
You did that.
Midwifery was so important in the Middle Ages.
Take care of her.
Oh yeah.
Jack.
I mean,
children some soup.
people underestimate it, but it's still important today.
It is incredibly important if you want to.
Hard to say. People don't usually hire a new master builder in winter. Too cold for stirring.
Who am I playing right now?
You're Jack still.
Okay.
Thank you, Jack.
Alfred is lost. Fuck him.
Some time ago I had work in Exeter. He offered me the post of builder for the Castellan, to keep the walls and defences in shape. It would have kept me busy for the rest of my life. We would have lived like bishops.
But you want to build a cathedral.
Yep.
Good job, Tom Builder.
What happened?
I refused. All I cared about was working on a cathedral again. I was a
Dream big, hey? Take it for myself.
Rude! Rude!
I don't like Alfred. Woo! Woo!
I believe it's the next chapter where you can actually befriend him.
Can I refuse?
I mean, it's completely optional, but it's
good.
Probably making your life a bit easier.
Because it is a gentle thing to do.
Wait, what did she say?
I'm not quite
A man like you should not beat
sure.
himself so hard.
I'll see it in the replay.
Yeah.
No, there is no excuse for leaving my baby son behind.
Yeah, that is quite right. I agree.
Die in labour. Men abandon their children all the time. It
True
is
as well.
rare that they return.
Is that what happened to you and your son?
No, that is an altogether different story. One I haven't even told Jack yet.
Yeah, what is the story?
All I can say is
I actually still don't know.
alone in this cave, outside.
What's a cathedral?
in the forest.
How do you get by?
We hunt, we gather. It works well enough for us two to survive. You can thank Jack for the meal, by the way. My little cub caught his first deer today, all by himself.
I'm impressed.
I'm impressed as well.
Cathedral.
It's a big house for people to pray.
Why is it always a house?
So, you don't pray.
I see how that happens.
Yep.
And a home for priests and monks.
I don't even know if his kid understands what worship is.
No, he doesn't really.
Didn't I tell you to give our guests food?
There you go.
Well,
Start to eat.
Would have been rude, even more rude.
Would have been very rude.
He's the last one to get food anyway.
Mm.
Fuck him. I don't like Alfred.
Eat well, children.
Woohoo!
and so do you, Master Bill.
I really don't want him to be my friend.
Tuck in.
I don't remember anything much about the miniseries. It's kind of a shame. Because, well, at least this gives atmosphere very well, and if that miniseries is anything remotely like this in atmosphere, would have been fine.
Yeah.
It's true.
No, I do quite like how this game is portraying it all.
Because you abandoned it. That counts as murder.
Then
Like the visual style and everything is just like, yeah, this is comfy.
And the visual style is very nice. Oh, I was thinking about something today. Because I saw someone mention like collage art. Collage art.
Yeah.
As in like you can cut up a magazine and like put it together to make something new, right? And I was thinking like, has anyone tried to make that a video game style?
Actually, funny thing you say that. With the Steam sales, I bought a game that Thor High Heels made some music for, and it kind of looks collage-like. It was called Producer 2021.
You're a good man.
And it kind of looks a bit collage-like, so...
Could be interesting, right?
Yeah.
Like you could go a lot of ways with
and
that.
I feel there's more games that have that style-ish.
Jack and I will have to leave this place soon. The winter is too cruel, and we might not survive if we stayed. We could all travel together.
I don't know. I have my hands full with my children already.
I can help you take care of them. If you promise to teach my son how to get along in the world of men.
Well, that's kind of important for your son,
We may
probably.
be strangers now, but we would be at each other's side, helping out however we can.
My mom is a nice person.
Yeah, yeah.
The living must take care of the living.
I don't
Exactly,
really,
Tom.
I don't really know what Ellen's deal is yet myself.
She's still alive?
Yeah, she's still alive. And actually, in my playthrough, the plot around her just thickens.
Okay. Considering he likes that story about Charlemagne or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm going to see a castle!
That night I dreamed of a strange woman.
I will say though, the fact that Alfred can sleep while sitting like that, impressive.
Have you seen Chinese people doing long travel on trains?
No.
They sleep in all sorts of ways, it's amazing.
Okay.
But yeah, it's partially because they're trying to cross the entire country to their family or whatever, right?
Yeah, true.
It's usually that kind of case, and then and those trains are packed because it's usually during the season when they go home.
And I also heard that like their trains are like, yeah, you have high speed rail, but then you usually have like very slow speed rail for the smaller stuff. Alfred grew to dislike you.
Mutual.
What you did? You caught a deer and cured it for dinner. You ran into Tom Builder and his family. You gave Martha soup first. Alfred grew to dislike you. You are looking forward to finally leaving the forest, and you found information about Jack and Ellen's lives as outlaws.
Did I?
With interacting with that bows.
Oh, I guess. Okay.
Probably.
Whee!
There you go, that's chapter 2 done. Yeah, chapter 2 is pretty short.
Well, that's fine. Not everything needs to be fuck off long.
No, that's true.
Speaking of chapters, I'm slowly working my way through American Gods, and I don't think I've ever read a story with a more unlucky protagonist. and the thing is, like, the protagonist Shadow isn't even particularly sad about it, but it like kind of reflects on him in a sense. Like, he's so unlucky that I find him sad. Like the story starts basically with he's in prison.
Yeah.
For some sort of altercation.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just enter the door. And then he gets to leave prison, and he finds out his wife is dead. That's like the first chapter or some shit. And it doesn't stop.
I'm just realizing. So there were some birds flying by. But like, you know, they look like geese because they fly in a V shape, right? Towards wherever they're going. It's January in this game. That's kind of late for geese to still be migrating.
I don't think it's gonna be geese.
Well, anyway, it's migrating birds. It's kind of late.
I have come to see the bishop.
Who, may I tell the bishop, is visiting?
I guess my position is more important.
I am the prior of St. John in the Forest.
And what, may I tell Bishop Wailerin, is the reason for your visit? The bishop insists that I ask.
I carry a letter that proves there will be a war.
A war?
Yes, but the bishop may be able to stop it.
It is urgent then. I will let the bishop know that you are here. Please, wait here a short while.
Yeah, it's cold, but it's fine. My fingers are freezing off, my nose is about to fall off, my ears are feeling awful, but it'll be fine. I guess I just have to wait.
Yeah.
Do I just have to stay
You can
here?
interact with things. You can. You don't just use the right click. Is thinking about things.
Yeah, I feel.
Bishop see me. St. John's Chapel is smaller than this side building. I may lead only a small cell, but that does not mean my matters are of less importance.
Yes, mister.
Am I to approach the bishop at dusk like a thief?
The bishop will see you now.
Yay! The bishop will see me! This will not go well!
There you go, Bishop Wailerin.
Hello. Nice tonsil you got going there.
Most of the characters in this game have tonsils going. Well, maybe not
Maybe
most,
best
but
to open with a compliment. Oh wait, that's probably not divine or some shit.
No. You're not supposed to remark on tonsils.
I wonder where that came from,
Not
actually.
tonsils, tonsure.
Tonsures.
Tonsils are the things in your mouth.
Okay, tonsures. I got close, in my defense. What was the word I had trouble with earlier today?
St. John in the Forest.
Oh,
Practice? No.
No. Participation.
Participation.
Yes.
Now it's fine.
I'm surprised you.
Yeah, you went with participation or stuff like that. And it's like, no, it's participation.
So, I am bound to take an interest.
Thank you. I guess.
Well, God has blessed us in St. John.
I wish God would confer similar blessings on Kingsbridge Priory. Timothy said you were talking about a war.
Yes, here's the letter. Please help. This one.
To know that Stephen of Blois has claimed the throne of England. With the blessing of the church.
Already? I had heard of plans and of aspirations.
How quickly does news
good.
travel in these areas?
I have met
Not
Stephen.
quickly.
As bishop, I am much involved in politics.
Yeah, and yet you
Of
don't
course,
know
the
about
church
this step.
should never be involved enough.
Yes.
Now,
Yes, I know.
How do you know of this? Ah, your brother Francis is working for Earl Robert of Gloucester, is he not? Did he tell you?
I don't think I have any benefit in lying here.
Excuse me. Yes. Francis mentioned this to me. He is indeed working for the
Didn't Francis tell me to not mention him?
You mentioned
He might have.
Fucked that up already.
Why are
Here's the letter that we found.
Was I wrong to come to you, my bishop? Maybe I should have taken the letter to the sheriff of Shiring.
Eustace is ungodly, arrogant, grasping, and corrupt. So are all.
Wow, cops were already shitheads then. Oh wait, I can sort of pretend Francis was not entirely
I
evil.
found it among Prior James's documents in Kingsbridge. I am staying there for a few days.
Prior James. May he rest in peace. Did he not order everything to be burned?
Why do you know about this?
You know about this?
Sub-Prior Remigius mentioned it once.
I asked them not to burn James's books. The brothers agreed.
Well, and there you found the letter.
Yes.
Actually, this entirely makes me think that Prior James was involved in the plot for war.
Maybe.
And that he got that letter, and then he was like having doubts about it, and then committed suicide.
Yeah, maybe.
Or drank himself into a stupor and fell into the water. One of the two.
Accident. Died near Kingsbridge.
He literally might have just died of cold.
And your brother Francis told you about it?
No.
Philip, you already told me you have talked with him about this. From the letter I see the messenger was employed by your brother's master. That is why it is understandable that you would want to protect him. But there is no need to lie to me.
Well, you seem nicer than Remigius.
Yeah.
Would cost so many lives.
God thunders wondrously with his voice.
He does great things that we cannot comprehend. The Book of Job. But this is not the work of God, but of Earl Bartholomew.
You are truly the man I have heard so much about.
You can probably tell I'm a sucker.
Pray for us that we can put an end.
Great music again, by the way.
What's playing now?
Oh.
Gregorian chants. Yes.
I I can't exactly imitate it, of course.
No, you need a choir of men for that, honey.
I wonder how close you could get with like a mixed gender choir, for example.
I probably could make something very beautiful out of that, but it would technically not be Gregorian anymore.
Yeah, I guess the requirement is men.
Yeah.
In that case, because it's probably Gregorian monks only,
Mm-hmm.
and not Gregorian. What's the word again? For the female version of a monk.
None.
Nun. Gregorian nuns. I don't know if there were Gregorian nuns. I'm gonna assume there were. Like, I'm under the impression that...
Somewhere on the internet there's like a nun watching this video now going, of course there were!
I don't know how this shit works. I don't know how it differs from culture to culture. The way women are treated is both by exclusion and preference throughout history. And it's a very weird thing to like try to track down on whatever.
Yeah.
And even into the modern day, it's a weird thing. Like that's kind of the weird, frustrating thing about
I haven't fed you yet, right?
About femininity. Like there's tiny details where you notice like womanhood was not necessarily given the attention it needed. Like, it's a stupid hang-up, right? But I've had some trouble with my period time over the last year that I noticed.
Yes.
It's basically 2 days before my period starts, I am incredibly sad about half of the time. And I asked my doctor about this, and she was basically like, well, we can't do anything about it. And I find that a hard answer to accept, because that implies to me that nobody has bothered to research ways to manage the period time. Or not enough people have bothered to find ways to manage the period time. Or figure out why the sadness happens, or whatever, you know?
Yeah, I suppose. Again, for yeah, your pony's still hungry.
Is the pony still hungry?
Yeah.
I got one apple. Some hay. I'm sorry, I'm stealing your hay and your apples. I'm not leaving before I feed my pony. Poor pony needs some feed. But you kind of get what I mean, right? Like there is a sense of, there's a sensation of like.
Do I just take some hay?
There's a sensation of like there could have been more attention given to it than there has been given.
Yeah.
Or the way the attention has been given has been done in a way that's kind of ugly. Because I went down a rabbit hole and I read about some of the first gynecologists in America. Those people abused black women. There is no other way about it.
Where they just full on like non-consensually did all sorts of experiments on black patients, right?
Yeah, without any anesthetics, etc.
Yeah, absolutely horrifying. Yeah, I remember some of that stuff.
And particularly what we're looking to fix is apparently if you've had children, it's possible that the wall of your vagina might have been cracked in some way that makes it a bit too...
Did you pack enough food?
Permeous or whatever to liquids, and they were trying to fix that, but the way they were researching fixes for that is so horrifying.
See Martha?
She said she had to piss.
And like, one of these guys claims he had found a way after like, I don't know, 5-6 surgeries on one of these black women, and it's just like, this is not okay. This is just not okay.
But honey, men's rights activists will go like, yeah, but look at how much money goes towards breast cancer versus prostate cancer.
Prostate cancer deserves attention as well. I'm not saying that's not that it doesn't deserve it.
True, but I also think it's like the mortality rate of prostate cancer is a lot lower than breast cancer, actually, or at least
that's
used
plausible.
to be.
But just cancers in general need the research and the attention.
Like as much as I don't think it's going to happen, I remember one of Joe Biden's campaign things was like, if I get elected president, we will cure cancer. Which is like, that's not going to happen, but goddamn, don't I want to see you try.
I'm going to see a castle. I don't want to travel with him. I agree.
Like, sometimes I wonder if the US national budget for defense would go to like cancer research for just 1 year, right?
It would be a big difference.
I sometimes really wonder, would we just fast track the research and be like, hey, actually we're finding things?
I'm not sure if I got everything I need from the cave, so let's go check.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to leave my castle behind. Oh yeah, that's another reason to go see a castle.
Look, he even plays with it. And then it falls.
Oh.
Even the good ones are starting to taste bad.
Aww. Marta's still here.
Yeah, and they were looking for her.
Were they looking for her?
Yes!
Was that her mother?
Hmm?
Was that her mother who died?
Yeah. Yeah,
it was actual mother.
They're all kids of Agnes.
I've got a slingshot.
I've got a slingshot. Maybe you could teach me how to use it.
Sure.
I will. Papa usually protects me. But he can't always be around. He needs to take care of himself too.
Yeah.
That last bit, yes, definitely. She wants to learn to defend herself, basically.
Agnes is very mindful for a kid her age, though.
That basically feels like...
Not Agnes, Marta.
Marta. That basically feels like a child that has seen a lot already.
Well, there was a pig thief that almost abducted her.
I have a straw doll. You want it?
Yeah, it's Charlemagne.
This knight is Charles the Great.
Charles the Great.
He will protect
He will protect you.
Oh. Am I his princess? You are.
You can be whatever you want to him.
Together you are brave and smart.
Can even be his queen, I don't care.
Alright.
Just be cute, kids, together for a bit.
Yes.
I have to stay steadfast. Thank you, Jack.
No, this basically smacks of a child that has seen a lot already.
Come on.
And I can imagine, you know,
We're
like,
going on a great quest.
Middle Ages times, especially like the darker ages of the Middle Ages, as we tend to call them.
Some people will say that the 1100s is already like, it wasn't really the Dark Ages anymore.
But her dad, like, if we go by the story, her dad is a stubborn asshole who doesn't want to take an easy job.
Yeah.
So she's gonna have seen shit.
Yeah.
Including seeing her mother die during childbirth now.
Yeah.
It's amazing that women were willing to keep having children, seeing how easy that could come with it. It's not uncommon. Like any place where like healthcare is more inaccessible or really expensive, look at the Americas. Death in childbirth is more common.
Low blow, sweetie.
Yeah, but
anyway,
it is a thing that really upsets me.
I know.
Knowing that there is a place that is supposedly advanced and I don't know.
It's supposed to be the pinnacle of the first world.
It's not the pinnacle of the first world.
And then meanwhile it's like, hey, healthcare. Like, people can meme about Europe being like, oh, but like all your money goes to taxes and everything. And it's like, yeah, sure, but
I pay those taxes so I don't have to worry about filling my teeth when the time comes.
Yeah.
For example.
Yeah, like when people go like, yeah, suppose you're pregnant and you need to be brought to the hospital in an ambulance to give birth. It's like $4,000 for the ambulance ride alone. It's like, well, that's not one of our worries.
Yeah, that's not one of our worries. And even on top of that, I happen to have now like insurance via the job.
Yeah.
I technically don't really need it, but that's like it's a tiny top off, and I don't think that insurance needs a lot of money to top us
No, because here's the thing: insurance via the job is something Americans have as well.
Yeah, but there's insurance needs to pay a whole lot more than any insurance we have needs to pay.
True. We have like a combination of both private insurance, which is pretty manageable, and then you can also occasionally have insurance on top from your job.
Basically, like the way the American system is now, the easiest step between quotation marks for them is transitioning to the German system, where they have a nationalized insurance, and if you want to be insured more, you drop off the nationalized one and go to a private one.
Oh, you can't take the private one on top of the nationalized one in Germany?
No, I think it's separate, if I'm not mistaken.
Because I believe here you
the
can.
And basically, the reason why I'm saying the nationalized... The German system is probably the easier step for America, is because they already have the private insurance. So the step to add is the public insurance.
Yeah, which they kind of have already as well, but it's very underfunded is the problem.
Okay, so Tom wants to go to the Bishop Palace.
And your mom is like, nope, nope.
And I think I know why my mom is being like, nope. Burn the witch.
Yeah, possibly.
What did you pick? Do you remember?
I went down south. I avoided Bishop's Palace.
Let's do the opposite of you.
Okay, sure.
See if it changes anything.
Building, Tom noticed the cold in Mother's eyes. Though she had agreed to accompany him to the bishop, she had remained quiet about her true feelings, while Tom didn't see it fit to ask.
Poor Tom.
Yeah.
But yeah. Healthcare is so important. It can create so much stability. Like, do you know what teeth do when they're not cared for? Like, even if they're semi-well cared for, because we have a friend who has gone through this, but teeth that are not well cared for will create abscesses. You can lose your entire fucking jaw over this. That can't be okay.
No. No.
And that's like a very advanced stage of issues, right?
The main worry I feel is...
Well, I guess I'll go to the palace because you didn't wind up there.
The main worry I feel is with our healthcare system is like the workers themselves are not getting a good shake right now. It's worse in other places like England apparently, but like it's not good here either.
No.
We definitely should reprioritize
I think basically one of the things that's happening is there are powers or interests at play, depending on how you want to interpret it, that want to privatize healthcare to pinch people.
Yeah.
And it's very actively happening to the NHS. It is not as actively happening here. But if it succeeds with the NHS, fucking hell, what is going to happen to the rest of Europe?
Yep.
This is not okay.
Well, to be fair, England has become more and more of like a bad example to the rest of Europe. So like we might see what's happening to the NHS and go like.
But there is a bit of an attitude of both UK and the US. Like if something, between quotation marks, negative or positive, succeeds in either one of those countries, it is a testing ground for the rest of the Western world.
Yeah. And the problem is just that we're all still kind of with this whole mind bug of the private market. I mean...
The private market does not fix everything. It completely destroyed my trade.
It's what the liberal parties in most of Europe want to do still. Then that's why they're also looking at healthcare here. It's like it should be privatized.
I don't think it was even a good idea to privatize our electricity even.
Yeah.
Sure, you can have basically like multiple companies, but it would have to be a public service.
Honestly, the day we fully privatize our rail network again, it's just going to be over. Like, our rail network is like barely holding together right now with the semi-privatization that's going on. But like, it's still kind of like... we here in Belgium, we like to complain about it, don't get me wrong. But like...
What do I need to do now? Go to Earl's Castle?
Yeah, Earl's Castle. But like... Compared to our neighbors, we are slightly less expensive and we are slightly more on time. It's like, and you don't want to compare it to England either, where it's like, oh, if you want to go to London, it's gonna be fine.
Honey,
Anything else,
honey, I'm starting to think we have a problem where we get alcohol in our system. We start to get political.
Yes. This is now a political channel, people.
Living on the edge.
Yeah. There you go, the worst character in this entire game. So far.
Is that the guy who's trying to get war?
Actually, he has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
This is about family honor to you, isn't it?
But just listen to him.
Okay, I'll give
just listen to him.
Tell stories. But father made her miserable. He was such a bad man. Solemn and strict. She hated him so much she died for it.
I don't think that's how that works.
You're so selfish.
You never think about anyone else's feelings.
Are you saying you don't like me?
Barely read. What were you expecting?
You can barely read. Oh, that's an insult.
And then I won't be so forgiving.
Okay, now what kind of a statement is that?
You will learn to hate this character real quickly. William Hamley is the worst.
Alfred, keep an eye out. I'll be right back.
And worst part is,
Boys.
he's kind of just another pawn in the game.
Of course.
Like, he's not the big bad or anything.
I think 90% of the people in the Middle Ages were pawns for someone else's political game.
That's what I've been experiencing in Crusader Kings today, which I just bought on the Steam sales. I've already murdered my half-brother!
Oh, you actually succeeded!
For half of Ireland! Yes, if at first you don't succeed, try again! Second time was the shot. Anyway, I think we should probably call it a day now.
Yeah. Alfred is upset.
Alfred is very upset. You can befriend him in this bit, but that will be for next week, I guess.
Yes. See you next time, viewers.
See you.
Enjoy the random bagpipe bits. There was some bagpipe.
Oh yeah, there's some bagpipe here, true.
Anyway, see you next time, listener. We're drunk enough to talk politics, I don't know.
Unsubscribed, everyone.
See ya!